This tutorial shows you how to complete an audit in the AWSOME system. To do an audit, you must first select the audit. I've already done that, so I'll go to My Audits to find the one I wish to work on. In this case, I'm going to do an audit for the seed program for Double Diamond Farm Supply. I will select that. This brings you to the location details sign. In the blue box, you can verify you are in the correct record, which I am. You can edit the site contact information, whether it's their physical or mailing address, or their contact information of the key contact. It's really important you always record correctly the email address of the main contact. The AWSOME system will email the final report to this email address on file. In this case, I have no changes, so I don't have to hit submit. I'll go right to the audit details page. The audit details page mimics the protocol outline in the book, sections A to G. You see the max points per section, the points you score, and whether it's passed or failed. Let's start section A. Under section A, you'll see all the protocols listed. If you hover over the actual protocol name and description, click on that, the wording of the protocol will appear. So let's score this section now. For section A, this site did a very good job. So a quick way to pass all of them is just hit the Pass All Unscored Items protocols. That auto-populates all the data in this section. Now in this case, this site failed two protocols. One is A3, Firefighting Access. It's marked now as a fail, and I'll do an action on that. And the action here is clear fire lanes. There's a separate tutorial available to watch which in detail outlines how the action items work. I'll post this and carry on. I'll hide it, it's easier to see. The second problem we had here was A8F, which is the signs for fire lanes. They also failed that one as well. And the action there is going to be replace faded sign. I'll post the action, I'll hide that, and that section is now complete. To make this video faster, I will assume the rest of the protocols are all done correctly. A fast way to do that is that given this site is in compliance with section B fully, I can just hit Pass All Unscored Items, and I can move on to the next one. I will note that in this case, there was no forklift in place, so I'll just score that as NA, which as you know is still a pass. And I'll submit the change. The next one is warehouse operations. In a similar fashion, if they are all correct, you can score them as pass all correct. If a couple are incorrect, are not complete, you can deselect those and move along. In this case, they did not have their shovels and brooms in place, so I'm going to fail that one and submit the change. What you'll see now on the main page, you'll see a summary. Section A is in pink because they actually failed a couple items there. They have enough points, but they're missing a mandatory. In section B, they got all the points, all the mandatories. In section C, they got all the mandatories and most of the points, so they still pass. Section D, this is all correct as well. I'll pass them all and I will move along. One small thing is D7, forklift training. There's no forklift on site, therefore I will deselect that as being NA, not applicable, and it still passes. The next section is section E. In section E, everything is correct, So I will mark that as all complete. However, there is no forklift. I'll make that NA, and I'll submit that change for that section. And the next one is employee knowledge. Again, this site did a very good job on this. They passed them all. However, there's no forklift, so I'll make F7 forklift use knowledge as NA, and I'll submit that change. The last section here is emergency response. And in a similar way, they passed the full section. You can submit changes. You may also make attachments to these files as well. This is important for the codes that require insurance. Let's say, for example, you wanted to submit a copy of the ER plan with the audit. To do that, you click on the attachments, then you add the file, and you can find it on your computer. In my case, I have something on my desktop I want to attach to this audit. So I will quickly find that attachment. In this case, the attachment is right there. I'll choose that, and then I will start to upload that. And as you can see now, it's uploaded. There's an asterisk on the attachment, shows it's been done. I'll submit the change. That is really important for when you're working on the protocols that require insurance. This is a summary page now. B, C, D, E, F, and G have all passed. They're all in purple. Section A has not done. And that's the case. You'll send an action list to this site to complete the audit. Now let's assume that time has passed and they've now fixed that problem under Section A and they're now passed. You can go back into the audit when it's time, find the item. In this case, it's A3. You can click on it and you can make it a pass. You can go to the action item. You can mark it now as complete, and you submit the change. You'll now see that every section is in purple and you have a Make Audit Ready button. What that means is once you click the Make Audit Ready button, it sends a message to the office to review and process that file. Let's click that button now. And it's been sent to the office. What you can do now is if you go back to your main screen of your auditor commands and go into My Audits, you'll now see that that audit, which is gone down here, is now ready to be reviewed by the office, which we will do. That ends the tutorial on how to complete an audit.